The call came in as just a dead body in the water.
It was a 911 call that had crews scrambling in one mid-state community, but it ended up being nothing. Whether it's a false call or a non-emergency, first responders must react to each call for help they get.
And as our John Quill Newland explains, it happens more than you think. And in Columbia, it's been tying up much-needed resources.
On a typical day, the Duck River is a peaceful place, tucked in the valley of downtown Columbia. But Tuesday afternoon was a much different story.
The call came in as just a dead body in the water floating face down.
Crews were on the scene in minutes, but quickly realized things were not as they seemed.
The story changed a couple of times. The original caller said that no, he thinks it was just debris. Then he said no, I think it is a body.
Despite that, crews headed into the river to begin their search.
As soon as we put people in the water, we still have to go through the same process. You have to deal with the downstream safety, upstream safety. So you're bringing in a lot of resources for that type of call.
But Columbia's Fire and Rescue wasn't the only agency impacted.
We work closely with Murray County Fire for our water team. We combine resources, so we're putting them on standby.
First responders were in the water for about an hour yesterday, and when it became clear that this was no longer a search, they used the opportunity as a training exercise.
It turns out these type of non-emergency calls happen more often than you'd think.
Very often, actually. Even as something as simple as an alarm activation, you have to treat it like this is going to be a structure fire.
It leaves taxpayers responsible for flipping the majority of the bill.
You can be looking at, for an hour call, you may be looking $1,500, $2,000.
But it's money well spent if it means a life saved. In Columbia, John Quill Newland, News Channel 5.
And officials don't want to discourage anyone, of course, from calling 911, and they encourage residents, though, to keep a close eye on your family and your neighbors.